Hello guys for an open gate, everything is fine with you? With us everything is okay. Look, Renato, he was called to do some hoof trimmings, and every now sometimes then some slightly different ones show up, right Renato? And this one here is the hoof. You could call it a clog hoof, because it's not stepping with the front part but just with the heel part, and it's just the mark here where he's standing. And well, tell you guys a little, right? There are some videos that we show you in some cases hoof fractures happen. Normally the fractures are off the heel, right? Which is the back part of the hoof, and this one here is a bigger reason for this to happen. The blade, this when the animal will step, sometimes it will crack and cracking little by little. Sometimes in a race you step this to make it cracking. So why didn't this hoof happen like that? Because this hoof is a very strong hoof. From a very strong animal, so it hasn't happened yet, but it could. It doesn't have to, the hoof trimmed. It will probably crack in the future. And guys, when this cracks, the horse limps for a long time and takes a long time to recover. Exactly. And we have already had some cases like that. The animal, we cut in here for the reason that Renato mentioned. It ends up, chipping. And remember, when a horse walks, it doesn't step firmly, right? We call it like a slide way. So because it steps and always slides, so it steps and makes that forward movement. For those who have animals that are used to riding, it's a bit like that, right? Sometimes you notice when the animal is walking on the sand, you see that the mark doesn't stay. Sometimes it stays like this, to the front, and so that's why we call it slides. And this stepping that goes ahead can happen some fractures. So that's the importance of hoof trimming, guys. Let's start in here. The hoofs are, wow. The hooves are very dry. It's not so much in the front, but those are in the back part. So guys, look at the difference that has made already. You know, we are going to do the same thing on the other. Guys, can you see this? You know, there is some similarity with the other hoof. You see the mark on the floor here where the animal is stepping, and this hoof is worse than the other in comparison, right? He's stepping on 4 parts here, these parts of the front and those 2 parts here in the heel. So the rest of the hoof is completely supported. It's not even touching the middle here. So let's do it. Guys, you see, that's why in these situations the hoof crack. This is when the animal is loose, you know, when the animal is on the pasture. But when he doesn't have the place to step all this on the floor, he feels pain. And, well, he's in a sandy region, so the sand ends up spreading and giving some support to the hoof, you know. But, you know, if this animal go walk in some sole part, touching on the ground, you know, the animal will feel pain. So guys, it's finished. This will give the animal a lot of comfort. I'm going to talk with the guys there a little bit so you can see the situation of this hoof, right? Sometimes you don't need, you know, a little practice, a little knowledge, right? You can make a cut and give the animal more comfort to be as good as possible. And, you know, always do the trimming, guys. So guys, everybody stay with you, got into next video. God willing, our motto is to listen to those who have no voice to be heard.